Another problem plaguing our country is the opioid crisis. Yesterday, a panel discussion on the opioid epidemic was part of the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce red carpet breakfast. Just last month, Governor Tom Wolf issued a disaster declaration to combat the epidemic. State Representative Toohil was pleased with the declaration and talks about a new law that could help.
When you look at the obituary page and you look at the ages of the constituency here, then you start to figure out, or it doesn't say a cause of death and there's no information, you start to figure out every day there's a lot of people being lost right here in this community. And they just get so tied down to the opioids, it completely controls their life. They may experiment with many different types of drugs, but it really is crushing our community. So our Hazleton police have been doing an excellent job doing sting operations and picking up drugs off of our streets, and crime is down, and that's a very positive. And I think a lot of it, and that's where Governor Wolf, it really connected declaring it a state of emergency, because families, it brings more attention to what's going on, and families should be working and be very putting a lot of attention with their children to make sure that these types of things are not going on, because it is happening in schools and with children, and just the access in your home, that you should be cutting off access, putting your pills away. And we should even practice what we preach by dropping the drugs and throwing out old drugs. So I know that this is an initiative that we're having in the Hazleton area, but it's good to talk about. I mean, this is a crisis that's going on. We recently, for families out there, maybe they've tried to get their children help before, and they haven't been able to. We did change the law that deals with consent, so you can bring your child to counseling. They don't have to consent to it anymore. And that was something with mental health and drug and alcohol that we had to go forward with. Because in Pennsylvania, your child could just deny you coming into the appointment. They could deny drug and alcohol help. And now parents, until that child's 18, you have a window of opportunity there to target and really help your child if they're in crisis.
Representative Toohil says statistics show that more people have died in the opioid crisis than in the Vietnam War.